So, you're recording?
Yes.
Okay. So everybody gets their meal, and basically 3/4 of the way through eating, you've been there for about 8 minutes, 7 minutes, 8 minutes, a hover vehicle comes and lands out in the front lot of the restaurant. And out pops a jaunty little lesser noble servant who comes on in and starts placing an order.
How many people does it look like this thing can take?
It's kind of a stretch limo.
Well,
Kieran is going to say hello to that lesser noble.
Okay, so Tieran's going to try to be charming as Talia, puts the remainder of her meal back into a little sort of container and just starts to exit the building quietly. Go ahead, Tieran.
I can't do anything about that. Even if I wanted to.
What is your fellowship?
My fellowship is 44, and my charm is +10. Dang it, I missed by 1. All she's doing is saying hello. Like, this is not the...
have you ever played a Final Fantasy game?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, some of them.
So, you try and do an ability, and you get a little white text going, miss. You tried to say hello, and it just went, miss.
Oh,
It
no.
didn't just go miss, Fungi.
It won't miss and have fun with the chaos.
Not chaos. So, I suppose the servant's entitled to a willpower, so servant willpower 1d100.
Well, I rolled.
Okay, is tonight the night? Let us see. Is tonight the night of chaos? 1d10. It is!
Fuck me.
Yeah, well, you did say last time that we haven't had these confirmations for a while.
They're not supposed to all happen simultaneously. That's not how math...
Well, it's obvious that the Chaos Cult has listened to you.
And Fungi, you said fuck me? No. He's going to try and say, hello, lady, to Tieran.
Oh God, she just wants to shank him right now. But she won't.
I just wanted to say, you basically went, hello there, and you went, well, hello. What were you expecting?
Oh, I forgot. She does have the power of that ass.
Oh, he hasn't even seen that ass yet.
That's true, but maybe
So
his...
you can't...
Anyway.
That's right, and he will have a heart attack seeing that ass.
I was wondering if you might take us all up to the Hive Governor's Tower in your nice car out there.
Wow, straight to the fucking point. Holy shit. Go ahead and give me an attempt to seduction.
Please work, because this would be the best thing ever. No convoluted plan, no long conversation, just, hi there, I need a thing. Can you give me this thing?
Oh my God! Suck it. You all laughed at me, but it worked.
I guess Tieran will be sucking it. I mean, what?
I was going to say, that comes later.
Wow, you're a friend of the Hive Governor. Well, Throne damn, that's pretty hot. You know what? Yeah, for you, yeah, no problem, because I was supposed to be here picking up an order, but going to see the Hive Governor, like the planetary governor, baby, yes, hell yes. Who are your friends? And he'll look, and then he'll immediately realize, oh my, what an interesting party are you going to have?
Yes, we are going to have a very interesting party up in the Hive Governor's Tower.
Krios will waggle his optical mechadendrite to the one that's optical.
Give me a deceive roll, Tyrion. Jess, find me a young male noble who looks sleazy enough to be appropriate for this role, by the way. And who likes making up names?
I love making up names.
Your names are a little too out there. I'm looking for names that are at least potentially realistic to the setting.
Well, give me a moment and I will come up with something. I mean, Sleazy McSleasington, I don't think will fit it.
Is that you were looking for a token, Jess?
Can't I do both?
No.
Oh. Here's your token.
Actually, you know what? I think he was in that crowd in front of the church. I'm just flipping over real quick. I just want to see.
Come on, isn't that the perfect token?
He was the relaxed nobleman at the church. I'm almost wondering if I should make it official that he was actually there, like it would have been like an hour ago. So. So, Frosty, you were coming up with something? Okay, I'm keeping the Tab Becker part.
Okay.
And then... Braxis is more of a woman's name, isn't it?
You ask for names, I give you names. Maybe he has a very interesting life story to tell. You to judge.
I'm the GM. I get to judge. But there we go. He's now got his name.
Are you Judge Judy and Executioner?
Is he Judge Judy?
Jude, you're all fucking fired.
What's wrong with Jumpson being Judge Judy?
So, everybody, come on and join our ride in the space limo. Well, not space limo, it doesn't go into space. Hover limo.
Your car is inefficient and inelegant. I will ride it. I don't say that.
Okay, I was a little worried.
I did.
So, wow, you guys, let me see here. We got the tech priest. We got the gladiator man. That's, are you a tech priest? He's looking at Trauma Cat. Like, first he's aroused, then he sees the mechadendrites, then he's like, don't know if boner. And he's, Melba, whatever. Hammond, he looks like a noble, and Marnius looks like a noble, and tech priest, and soldier, and what a interesting group of folks you must be. Well, if it's an opportunity to, meet the planetary governor, I'm all in. Oh, by the way, my name is Jurnson Tabbecker. At your service. You'll do the double hand snap and finger point.
Hey.
Oh. Gotcha. Like, hey, buddy.
Thanks, Tom.
Willpower. Krios has to stifle a groan.
That's one below your actual willpower, so yeah.
And he shows nothing.
All right, so I'm probably going to have to turn up the anti-grav systems to lift all of you up, but, this is industrial strength vehicle, so come on in.
Oh, aren't we lucky? Out of character.
This is probably the best thing that Tyrion has done for the group. And it was thanks to a 55 that was confirmed and then a 66 that was confirmed.
I mean,
Vern's armor is not for the group.
well, he's good for the group, but
It never really even got used.
it never got used. Vern gets shot so many times in the head.
Yes, except he regenerated in every instance. If he wasn't wearing armor, he'd still be fine right now.
Yeah, but it still helped.
Oh, God damn it. In any event,
Instead of taking 10 damage, he took 2 damage.
So Talia was already lurching to, try and break into the car when all of you arrived. So Talia deceives. I wasn't doing nothing. Okay, very good, Talia. Just just admiring the nice vehicle. Oh, we're getting in it. Awesome. And so the good news is Johnson is in the front of the vehicle with a barrier between you guys and him. But he did want Tyrion to come up and sit with him.
Wow.
She will defer to the rest of the group on the answer to that question, even though she knows how most of them are going to respond to her.
There's a GIF I have that's perfect for this. I'm going to see if I can find it.
I'm back.
So, Jess, Tyrion is deferring to the rest of the group whether or not she should join Jordanson in the front seat.
Oh, hell yeah.
Tyrion might get a stray of her own.
Or stray disease of her own. Who knows?
Oh, Fungi.
She's not that type of character. That's my other Dark Heresy character.
That's the first time in a GIF I've noticed a demo man.
Well, they usually don't have the demo man in these things.
No, I've seen this GIF loads of times, but I've never looked behind the medic to see the demo man.
Oh, I see. Okay, how about this one? Does that seem appropriate? I was actually going to try the bucket of chicken line, but Tyrion beat me to it.
Someone soon after that video was released, maybe a day, released a version of Can't Touch This, but replacing Can't Touch This with Seduce Me.
Okay, so Tyrion's come in the front. I mean, she's gone to the front.
That better not happen.
That was actually a slip. That was an honest slip.
Although it's pretty an ironic one.
Okay. So, you guys are flying in luxury on your way to the planetary governor's place.
Does the back area have a mini fridge?
Yes, it does.
As we didn't finish our meal, I'm going to raid it.
Fucking really, Krios?
I'm just looking for some water, Jesus.
Okay. I wouldn't necessarily call that a raid, then. Give me a search roll.
30 people can't raid?
And maybe he will find the forbidden fruits.
Oh man, not only do I find water, I find some cocaine as well.
Well, actually, do an evaluate roll.
No. 69 water. I would not drink that brand.
Let me just take a look at Krios' character sheet here with his intelligence score. You don't have it. Yeah. So you find a vial of something, a little tiny flask. The fluid is kind of luminescent.
I put it back.
No, it's right next to something that you believe is water. It's clear. It doesn't appear to have any vapors wafting out of it.
The little vial has done its magic. I no longer want to rate anything this car has.
Okay.
I closed the mini fridge.
Okay.
Shelby, no, and you can't have anything from the mini fridge. No, put it down. Don't snort that. Oh, fuck.
You know, I wouldn't put it past her, but we lost Frosty again? Or no, it was Brooke this time. Damn you, Brooke!
You can't get rid of me that easily, except when my internet goes down.
All the way down.
Frosty only has 2 weaknesses: bullets and bad wireless.
Well, to be honest, the bullets haven't been tested yet.
Yeah, okay, I'll get a gun, I guess.
Silence solves everything.
Well,
of course it does.
When the question is, do bullets hurt someone? Yeah, they will solve that question.
Usually they will. Yeah.
Sorry, I hiccuped.
Okay, welcome back. And just double checking. Okay, because I realized, because I put myself on do not disturb mode in Skype because people were talking in the League of Windmen window, that I didn't actually realize if any of you had sent me any secret messages in Skype, so I was just double checking that. But if everyone's back, oh, Brooke, it says you disconnected.
I know, I'm connecting.
Okay, there you are. All right, so as you're flying, Tyrion, he's going to try and small talk you. Are you going to schmooze or tell him to shut the fuck up?
She's going to schmooze because he might be useful to the group and/or to the group. There's no and/or to that. Just, where did we go? Oh, there we are.
He's not exactly a smooth operator, but he seems to be dropping hints that he wouldn't mind a little roadhead or skyhead in this case.
Are you going to show him your inquisitorial rosette?
Oh my! Does that rosette even have power? I guess it would to him.
I was making a joke.
Oh, I see.
Your vagina.
I'm sorry, I'm tired.
I am nothing if not subtle and classy.
Yes, really? Wow.
Yes, you could say I am nothing.
Well... Darn it. I hate putting myself in these situations. I don't know why I do this. I'm going to roll willpower not to slap him mid-flight. Which I'll probably fail because that's just how willpower and I go. I don't believe that succeeds. I'm at -10 to my willpower, which is 32.
Presently, you do have that penalty to your willpower.
Yep. So I missed by 1. Maybe I suppose at this point I kind of like have a very strong desire, maybe don't actually act out slapping him. And she'll say to him, I think I will pass on that.
Okay, give me a roll not to offend him.
Char.
He doesn't look too pleased. Give me an awareness roll. You hear him loud and clear, even though he's trying to mutter quietly. I should have asked that hot tech priestess up instead.
Now she really wants to slap him. She will say, yeah, I guess maybe you should have. And she's not trying to be subtle or not offend him stupidly.
Okay, so it's now been real awkward up there in the driver's seat area, but as you guys are getting closer, it's any kind of conversations going on with the people in the back?
Just small talk and chit chat. Probably commenting on, well, it's better than the last flight. Yeah, it's better than the last tower, probably too. Don't say that yet. Why? Well, think about, oh, yeah, shit. Fuck you guys, that's some comedy fucking gold.
What happened? What did I miss?
Which is waste of
comedy
people.
gold.
Kieran blueballed the guy.
Great, now he
Okay.
won't take us to the governor.
Well, eventually he's going to chime in. All right, we're getting close. What's your access code to get in? He says this to everybody, like not just Tyrion. He switches on because he doesn't want to talk with Tyrion much anymore. So he basically switches audio so everybody in the back can hear him. If no one's immediately forthcoming with a response, he'll say, push the little red button that's next to the screen at either the front or the back. That way I'll be able to hear you when you reply.
Question. Is there like a divider between where we sit and where
Yes.
he is?
Yes, and it is closed presently.
Well, any ideas?
Terrence is going to get up, go over to the button and press it. Tyrion, show him our access code.
Terrence is doing this?
Yes.
No.
Oh well.
Malachi, are you going to let this insubordination run?
Sure.
Wow. What kind of leader are you? I mean, what? So yeah, Tyrion, some random dude that's hardly talked to you so far said, show him our authorization. Joe, you don't get to elaborate on what you meant.
I know out of character what he means. But Tyrion is also remembering Malachi's or Krios's order of not bringing up the word.
Well, that was Talia's order, but...
Oh, well, whoever's it was, she remembers that distinctly. But she'll reach into the pouch where she keeps her potentially defunct rosette, and she'll pull it out and kind of like...
Okay. Before you do that, give me an agility roll. Oh, well, fuck. Talia is going to basically slap Terrence out of the way, move over, like crawling over top of people's laps to push the button herself and say, Tyrion, belay that. Don't you dare show what I fear Terrence meant for you to show.
I was kind of surprised it took Talia that long to respond.
Well, there were people in the way, basically, so she would probably have to crawl over and around people to reach. Well, then Talia will pull her finger off the button and look at Terrence and fuck it, settle. At this point, she pushes the button again and says, Tyrion, put your blade to his throat and tell him to just fly in through the fucking landing port. And the guy will overhear this and look at Tyrion with his eyes like, what the fuck? What?
She'll release one of her blades and be like, do it now, or I'll commandeer the boat or the hover limo myself.
But.
Shut up and drive.
But. And his willpower roll, Kieran, awareness roll.
Oh, geez.
Well, you actually got a +10 bonus. The smell of urine starts to fill the driving cabin.
Is there a window to crack?
You're in the air, flying.
Oh, darn it. She's not that intimidating. But apparently, she is.
All right. Kieran, tell him to park us in the air. Or actually, can you hear us, young man? Stop the vehicle, come to a nice slow stop in the air, and move away from your seat towards Kieran's side. The man's going. Jerson is going to turn his head slowly to look at Kieran and say, "Is she serious?"
She doesn't know. Tyrion will have this look of like, really, Talia? Really? Just do it.
Okay, he'll unbuckle himself and start to scoot towards you.
She'll let him go.
Okay. So I assume Tyrion would move over so he could move over?
As far as she can until she gets to the car door.
Okay. Talia's going to say, everybody, make sure that you are fully strapped in. Alexandra, please fly out to the driver's side and take control of the vehicle.
Talia.
Checking the straps. I don't want to fly.
Hello, wife.
Last time it almost hurt.
Good thing she has so much faith.
When you're rolling like ass, you need to have some faith in the Emperor.
All right, so
points, right?
yes, I used one of her fate points, and she has 3, so it gave her enough of a bonus to succeed with the 65. So Alexandra opens the door, the cabin depressurizes, but everyone's strapped in, so yep, she flies over and around to the driver's seat. Shelby, Krios, did you hear what Shelby said to you in your mind?
I appear to have gotten distracted. Why am I able to blow a hole in the door if I need to? No, I'm saying it's out of character. You could just lock the doors or something.
Yeah, when you says blow a hole in a door for us, you might want to specify what kind of door you're talking about, Jeff.
No, Krios will be paying attention. I was distracted by a link someone sent me. So, could someone tell me what I missed?
She meant if we need to blow into the noble's tower.
I could blow a hole, say this big. He makes a gesture with his hands. It's probably not that easy to just blow through a door, especially if it's a noble door. It's probably going to be quite secure. Probably going to be easier just to use layman's terms, hack into a nearby terminal and open it that way.
All right. Was asking.
Okay. So now that Alexandra is sitting next to Jerson in the front seat, he's even more flabbergasted. But he says, no, you don't understand. They'll shoot us out of the air if we don't have the access codes. I thought you guys are terrorists, aren't you?
Kieran will tell him with the blade near his throat to shut up.
Oh my God, rebel terrorists, and I'm helping you all. Throne, save me.
Can I roll Intimidate?
You may attempt to roll Intimidate, yes.
Let's see if I can channel my inner rune.
Now, before you roll it, what type of intimidation are you trying to use? Threat of violence? Verbal intimidation? Psychological? What method are you going to try?
Well, considering her blade is at his throat, I'm going to go with threat of violence.
Okay.
I'm assuming that affects the stat that this is testing.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, well, fudge. Please no, please no, please no, please no, please.
I think Zinch is the only one we haven't confirmed tonight.
Thank God. I mean, thank the Emperor.
We did get 2 99s in a row on Talia when she re-rolled, as I recall.
Yep.
I thought it was a 99 and oh no, it was 2 99s.
That's a waste of a good roll.
Extremely good roll. That would be like that's the equivalent to 1 out of 100.
Yeah. Kicking this.
Yeah, really. So Alexandra will relay that to the rest of the group, that apparently we're going to get shot down if we don't have the appropriate access codes when we arrive at the tower. How do we want to handle that?
There's no way I can shadow run my way to get these codes, is there?
Considering that we're several hundred feet in the air,
yeah.
I mean, unless you want Shelby dangling you out with her psychic powers as you try to hack into a loading door from the outside while dangling hundreds of meters from sea level.
Is the guy still in the car, right? He hasn't been kicked out medically.
Yeah, he's trapped between Kieran and Alexandra.
Lean forward, behind him. How are you intending to get us to the tower if you don't have the codes?
But there's a barrier between you. You'd have to push a button to communicate with him.
I'm pressing the button and leaning towards the speaker grill.
He was asking you for the access code because he thought you guys were going to a party at the planetary governor's place.
Well, fuck. Are there convenient huge windows?
Sorry, what about the windows?
Are there any convenient huge windows?
Oh, on the tower. I thought you meant in the car.
No, in the tower.
Multiple windows on multiple floors. None of them like the stained glass one you flew through the first time, but there's, this vehicle isn't as big as the last one you flew in, so, well, it's longer, it's just not as bulky. You could potentially fly in one of those if you trust Alexandra to do that piloting role.
Just, unless anyone has a better idea, we could just do it at the last tower. I mean, we are trying to do the element of surprise here, but that might be a bit too early.
I would suggest, well, I don't know if these hives have some sort of security system. If you break the window, it will shut with something, but I would suggest that we shoot it with something to soften it a bit so it's easier to smash in. I mean, the structural integrity wouldn't be the same.
I was going to say, our original plan for the other tower was to land on the roof, but the roof was occupied by that great big green thing. So in this case, why don't we just go with our original plan, land on the roof, and move down from there? Typically, the planetary governor is going...
So it's not a case of like secure airspace. We can literally just go and park on it.
Well, if what the boy is saying is true, they'll apparently shoot us out of the sky. However, Krios, seeing as you have that lovely manipulator mechadendrite and Henry at your disposal, and considering the range on Henry, you could potentially hang out of the side of this vehicle and snipe the automated defenses, or maybe they're not automated, I don't know, from range before we make our approach.
I'm going to do some rolls to see what I can see. So there's a window. In fact, I use my optical mechadendrite because it's probably got some cool zoom features.
Yes, it does. Yep.
So I'm going to open the window a tiny bit and have that thing just go.
Do a tech use roll first, and depending on your tech use roll, you might get even more of a bonus to your optical mechadendrite. Oh, hell yes. All right. Go ahead and roll your perception now. Oh, sorry, your awareness.
Oh.
Okay, so because of the massive bonus, you're doing like a multispectral analysis of the building. From range, you can determine that, yes, there are various weapon turrets that are basically assault cannons situated around the tower. Many of them are actually new installations, likely because of the war going on. It would take a concentrated attack to take out all of those turrets with just, shooting the turrets themselves. However, Talia is not going to rush you. Malachi, are you going to try and rush Krios here?
No, I don't want to get shut down.
Okay. And I don't think anyone really has the authority other than maybe Shelby, if Shelby wants to try and shove Krios out the door taking too long. No. So, Krios, eventually your multispectral analysis will reveal to you that there's actually all these guns, very foolishly, all have power signals leading to a single location that you feel confident Henry could penetrate through and hit. That's near the top of the tower.
Yeah, let's fly up and get me into a nice position where I can just get rid of the planetary governor's main defenses in one well-placed surgical strike.
Yep, and Shelby, you aren't close enough for that yet, but when you do get close enough, that roll's not going to reveal very much. Other than there's some signs of corruption in there, but you can't determine a strength or a direction or a magnitude or anything. Okay, so Alexandra, piloting.
Krios, remember to take a good time aiming at the thing.
Would you like to fire it? Evidently, you know what you're doing.
No, I'm just saying that take your time to take the shot.
I thought I was just going to fire it one-handed, maybe hold it sideways.
Yes, and I thought I could just take you from your robe and pull you out of this car. But it's just thinking.
You might want to leave the idea to people like me. I don't say that.
All right. So, Krios, whenever you're ready, you may attempt to shoot. Now, Alexandra's piloting roll will get you within medium range. So you're not going to get a bonus or a penalty from the range on your weapon. If you do a full aim, you will get a plus 30. And I don't know, did we give you a Logis implant? Doesn't look like we did we? No. Okay. So, unless that was part of your homicide apostate? No. Okay. So with your present bonus and the fact that you are shooting partially blind, you have your scans of the area, but you haven't got actual visual confirmation on what you're shooting at. I'm going to say your grand total modifier here is plus 20. So your DC is 58.
Well, stranger things have happened.
All right, you're not getting any of the bonus damage, but you are getting the 5d10 plus 10, 10, 10. And this was the final shot of that battery.
Nope, I reloaded earlier.
Oh, you did reload?
Yep, it was once the car exploded and we were about to go and chase people, I reloaded and then I went to ask where an access thing was.
Ah, okay. So you've now got one battery with 2 charges, one battery with 1 charge, one battery with a full charge, and the weapon now with 4 of 5 charges.
Come on. Show me those 10s. Show me those 10s. That's a 1, you fuck. I've rolled 1 10 on Henry ever.
Okay, and now I just need to see the rules for shooting through cover. And so the first shot it's got that much penetration, so give me a awareness roll. Trios.
Oh, awareness. I see things. I do see things.
The tower is now on high alert. And the weapons still appear to be functional. Do you want to take a second shot?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Is any out of charge?
Now, sorry, what was that, Brooke?
Nothing, forget it. Keep going.
Okay, are you going to spend the time to do another aim, or are you just doing a snapshot?
I'm going to aim. But I'm also, before I shoot, I'm going to tell Alexandra to be ready to make evasive maneuvers.
Okay. Oh, I'm guessing Brooke's got someone shouting.
Oh.
Okay, so those evasive maneuvers start just as you're pulling the trigger.
Fuck it.
The good news is she does manage to evade the flak fire that's coming off of the tower. Krios, are you going to make one more shot or what?
Might as well. God, what harm could it possibly do?
Okay, you're going to be down to 2 of 5 charges remaining.
Well, it's a hit if we're going by the last thing.
Okay.
DC.
So, you get a bonus D10 worth of damage this time.
Hey. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Plus 10.
Show those 10. Show those 10. Show those.
Yep. Roll to confirm.
That's a confirmation. What was the same?
I'm so sorry, Krios. You're one off. For the fact that the vehicle was doing evasive maneuvers, you had suffered an additional negative 10. Your DC was 48. The good news, with 49 damage, pen 10, you obliterate the generator.
Oh, cool.
All anti-air turrets are now offline.
I guess you can use those evasive maneuvers now. Let's find somewhere to land.
Roger, roger. Another 33. Okay. And thusly, the team shall arrive at the Tower of Power. So,
Another Tower of Power? Damn.
Basically, you guys are going to land on the roof. There's a landing pad there for you. And is everybody getting out? Or are you guys ordering any of the NPCs to stay in the vehicle? Who's coming? Who's going?
We should probably keep this vehicle for our exit strategy. What should we do with the other boy here?
Don't have a lot of time here, folks. Let's get moving, says Talia.
Yeah.
Tyrion will not wait too long after it lands to get out of the vehicle with Mr. Touchy McFeely.
Does anybody have anything to knock the guy unconscious? Because worst comes to worst, Malachi will just smash his face in.
I'm not against that plan.
I'm kind of, but...
Alexandra will say, I think I've taken care of it.
Good work.
Mathras will ask, should I come too? Actually, hold on. Mathras might not ask that. Let me do a quick roll. Yeah, okay, he still asked that. So Talia will look to Shelby and say, do you want him with us? It's safer probably to leave them out here than to bring them in with us, but I'd like every little edge we have. Okay, so yeah, I'm guessing that's everybody except for Jernson then.
Even if he does leave, I'm sure he can find a way out.
Alrighty. So, would you guys take the stairs or the elevator?
As the tower is not on fire, and it's probably more than 3 flights, let's take the lift.
I don't know. You just shot the power core or the generator. Maybe, I don't know.
Just for the weapons. That power core was only connected to the defensive weapons, and Henry was able to punch through the tower with the first shot, and then the second shot, basically following through that hole, Krios sniped the generator.
Well, it's not like Malachi would know this techno mumbo jumbo.
Well, how many floors are we going up? Like, what floor are we on now?
You're on the roof. And you'll have to give me a tech use roll to try and determine what floor you want to be on.
Aha. Right then.
Okay, so you'll be able to interface with the machine spirit of the tower, which will ask for your authorization code for confidential information, or please visit the Planetary Governor's office if you make an appointment. Planetary Governor's office is on this floor.
That's very polite. How many floors away is that?
Like 3.
To the stairs.
So you are taking the stairs, not the elevator?
If it's 3 floors, I think we can handle it.
Okay. So as you come to the doors, how are you going to handle those?
Well, they're not sealed shut, are they?
They are locked, but they aren't blast doors.
Is there a console to use?
There would be consoles, yes.
Fucking child's play.
Oh, yeah, fuck. I was going to make you do a roll for each of them, but with that roll, fuck it. You're like, oh, well, this is child's play. Beep, 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 boop, 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 door open. All right, I know exactly what to do for all the other doors.
As far as this door is concerned, I am in fact the Omnissiah.
Okay, so east or west, folks? Give me your votes.
East.
What?
Well, east came to my mind first too, so east.
So we've got two of each. Joe, you're the tiebreaker. East it is. Actually, you guys can split up. Never mind. I'm going to make the new map visible for you guys. Planetary Governor Tower.
Oh, my nose.
I think, Krios, you said east?
I did.
Okay. Malachi, which way were you going?
East.
And Kieran, you were going west?
Yep. Unless we're going as a team.
Interesting. So with the... Alexandra's so broken up about this. She's going to go with the other women.
Sorry, so are we just splitting up arbitrarily?
Apparently. Unless someone wants to overrule that.
Well, the way you said east or west, it's like something else happening. If everyone's supposed to go in different directions, I'm going to say, what the hell are you doing?
Well, this way we can cover more ground, and we're not all going to be in one line of fire if someone decides to ambush us.
There are better ways than just picking around a direction and walking.
After the first two floors, you would realize that the stairs basically helix the way down. There's two sets of stairs, and each floor, one goes down in facing northwest, the other one, north-south. Is the map not visible for you yet?
Didn't realize it was a new map.
Mentioning that there's a new map should help.
Oh, I guess the audio must have cut out when I said it.
I had no idea.
I didn't either, so...
I heard it.
It's a new experience for me.
Right then, here we have map. Oh, wow, this is... Okay, so the stairs, there's like two bunches of stairs.
Basically, they flank the elevators, and so you go one side or the other side, but they both go in the same direction, both in the same room.
All right, fair enough.
Since we are in a, sprint run distance of each other, and we're connected with the microbeats, I don't think this will be a problem.
Yeah, that's all good. I just thought for a second we were just being led down different paths because the GM felt like it.
No. You're going to the same floor. It's just this way. You're Talia's opinion. This is a more defensive approach rather than all of us lumped together in one stairwell, which, person at the back suddenly trips and falls. We've suddenly got a case of dominoes. Okay, so Alexandra is the leading of this stairwell, so she's going to come down and do an awareness. And she's going to communicate through her microbead that she sees some expensive-looking statues and some funky-looking plants with some very elegant tapestries and colors and whatnot, but doesn't detect anybody. In fact, didn't you say that there were supposed to be alarms going off in this building, Krios? Because I'm not hearing anything.
No, that's interesting and infuriating.
would have figured that, the governor's office would be the place that actually has the alarms going off.
Unless the alarms have already been overridden internally because of something already going on.
Well, should we explore, or what's the plan?
The plan is still as it was. We find the governor's office, and that is where we presume shit is going down. If there's nothing there, then we will make a new plan.
Okay. Krios, give me your awareness roll.
What do my eyes see? 58 stuff.
Okay, good enough to see that there's a nice big sign over here that has an arrow pointing right here saying Governor's Office.
Thank the Emperor, you're not blind.
Shelby, did you want to take a look around too? Maybe assign a science? Okay, so Shelby, you sense something awful over here, and Mathras also senses it, and then starts to, bring his arms close to his body and starts to shiver. And Talia immediately recognizes what this means and looks to Shelby and says, "Which direction?" Talia is going to say over the microbead, Shelby and Mathras have both detected something to the north of us, something awful.
Something awful.
And I shall split it here.
Splitting recording?
Yep.
VT, how much longer are we going to